My job at Pinterest was an Android engineer. I built the Android app, and specifically I worked on the performance side of the Android app, shaving off milliseconds to make the app start faster. Moving from college into Silicon Valley, I knew it was going to be a little bit different. I knew there were going to be some cultural changes, but I didn't think too much about it. And really, I didn't think too much about it until the 2016 election, and a lot of things changed. A lot of people in big tech thought that they made a huge mistake by allowing people to spread information online and to be able to bypass the media. And that's when I really saw the establishment start to fear, especially pro-lifers, the growing pro-life sentiment. And I was seeing more and more censorship happen across Silicon Valley. So, in fact, actually, when I took the job at Pinterest, I was hoping, I was going to be out of the big tech claws. It wasn't Facebook, it wasn't YouTube. You didn't hear too much about censorship yet at the time. And, I was really hoping to kind of stay out of politics of big tech. I saw the suppression of live action. They specifically added it to a pornography block list in order to prevent people from posting live action links. I also saw the suppression of things like Bible verses, of Christian quotes. They wouldn't show up in autocomplete. It was added to our sensitive terms list. And these are all standards that did not apply to other groups, and that it just speaks to how normalized it was within the company. The pro-life position freaks out the establishment the most because it is the essential part of life. It is the essential part of what it means to be human, of humans having intrinsic value from their creator. And ultimately, the establishment wants to destroy life. We're facing forces that their end goal is destruction, not creation. It is destroying God's image, and that's why the pro-life movement is the most important movement in the United States and the world. The day that the Project Veritas story came out, with exposing all of the censorship, with all of the documents I had given Project Veritas, then Pinterest immediately starts an investigation. I'm actually, at home in the morning on the back end, seeing what they're talking about, what's happening. I go in for breakfast, and then I go in, sit at my desk, and then my Pinterest email is not syncing, my accounts aren't syncing. I realize that's probably the end of my work at Pinterest, and then 3 security guards come up and escort me out of the building, don't tell me anything. And James O'Keefe, the founder of Project Veritas, actually calls me, and we talk about what happened. He said, "Well, would you like to come here to New York and go public?" And I said, absolutely. If it helps this story, if it helps more exposure, then I'm all ears. And then actually that night, or actually the following night, I went on Tucker Carlson, and then since then actually I've been so now I work at Project Veritas with more insiders, more people blowing the whistle. And even in the weeks after my story, a Google whistleblower came out, and then another Google whistleblower, and we're seeing more and more insiders. In fact, this past week we had another elections insider, and so I'm just happy to help more people expose corruption in the communities and in the institutions they're seeing.